Hey everybody, I'm in the middle of writing MMT Trader Report. I'm sad to say I'm way behind. A lot of news today, a lot of people texting me and emailing me. I definitely heard about the Scaramucci firing and I love it. I love it and I would love to comment on this, but I'm going to comment on something I think is far more important right now. The United States just announced sanctions on Venezuela. Here we go again, because the United States is not happy that Venezuela is rewriting its constitution. So the United States once again takes some position of moral authority that another country has no right of self-determination or self-governance. Now look, Maduro maybe is not the best character to run that country, I would agree. But this ongoing and now constant imposition of sanctions using the dollar as a weapon. I understand now that the sanctions will include the freezing of Venezuelan assets and making it illegal to transact any business with Venezuela. Here's the thing, folks. The world is quickly going to realize that it is becoming way too risky to net save in dollars because you never know what's going to happen. If you fall out of favor with the United States of America, your assets may be frozen. You will be shut out of the global dollar financial system. Effectively, you will be attacked from an economic standpoint. A war will be declared on you from an economic standpoint. This is the beginning. I think this is the beginning of a total and permanent unraveling of the dollar with these, I mean, day after day, sanctions on Russia, now sanctions on Venezuela, sanctions on North Korea, sanctions on Iran. I'm not saying these countries are great countries, but look, we live in a world with hundreds of different countries, and everybody has the right to self-determination. And when the world net saves in dollars, and when they see that there is a very high risk to net save in U.S. dollars, because if you happen to fall out of favor with the United States and its policymakers here, if they don't like what you are doing in terms of who your elected leaders are, in terms of what you are doing with your constitution, in terms of you being involved from a defensive posture with another nation. That's it. Your assets are frozen. Your ability to conduct business in the dollar-denominated world is over. How long, I ask you this question, how long do you think that the world is going to continue with that risk hanging over its head? That's the sword of Damocles. So I just think that, these last few days, last week with the Congress imposing these new sanctions on Russia, and now this with the Maduro, with the Venezuelan situation, and the world starting to see now with the dollar already under pressure, but with the world starting to see that there is a tremendous risk in having your wealth, your financial wealth, rest in dollar-denominated assets. You're going to see what's going to happen. I'm telling you, I'm sad to say, an American, I grew up in this country, fourth generation. I spent 10 years living in Europe, where during that time, if anybody had ever been critical of the United States, I'd be right in their face, okay? But yeah, I don't think you could do that anymore. I don't think you could do that anymore. These are crazy policies. And like I said in past videos, the end of the dollar as a global reserve currency will come by our own doing. Not because people suddenly think, oh, it's going down in value. That was never an issue. But it will come as a result of our own policies. So this will also result in a total transformation of the American economy. Ironically, we will achieve what policymakers have been trying to do for years and years and years. That is, turn us into the next China, an export nation, because the dollar's going to become very cheap. So we're going to toil and labor here to produce real goods that we send away to the benefit of foreigners to earn their currency. It's inflationary. It necessarily devalues our standard of living by definition. So there you have it, folks. That is my prediction. That is my big prediction. I'd love to talk about Scaramucci right now, but I don't have any time. So there you have it. New sanctions imposed on Venezuela. See you later. Unbelievable. Really unbelievable.